Have you ever stopped for a moment and wondered, how did I get here? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. You're moving, you're busy, your days are full, and yet, something feels missing. You don't feel sad, you don't feel depressed, you just feel lost. Lost in routines you didn't choose. Lost in expectations you never agreed to. Lost in a life that looks fine from the outside but feels strangely empty on the inside. And the scary part is, most people don't even realize they're lost. They just keep going. Modern life doesn't stop to ask how you're feeling. It doesn't pause to check if this path still makes sense. It only asks one thing: can you keep up? From the moment you wake up, your attention is under attack. Notifications, deadlines, news, messages, screens. Your mind barely gets a second of silence. And when there's no silence, there's no direction. Think about this. When was the last time you were truly bored? Not scrolling, not distracted, just alone with your thoughts. For most people, that moment never comes, because silence feels uncomfortable now. Dangerous even. In silence, questions appear. Is this really what I want? Why don't I feel fulfilled? Why does everything feel repetitive? So we drown those questions out. With work, with entertainment, with productivity, anything except listening. Modern life teaches you how to function, but it never teaches you how to feel. You're taught how to succeed, how to earn, how to perform, but no one teaches you how to understand yourself. So you follow the script: school, career, money, stability. And one day you wake up and realize you've built a life without ever checking if it actually belongs to you. That's when the feeling starts. Not sadness, not anger, just a quiet sense of being disconnected. You do things on autopilot. You smile when expected. You answer, "I'm fine," automatically. But inside, you're not sure where you're going anymore. Modern life moves fast, faster than the human nervous system was designed to handle. Your brain evolved for simplicity, for small tribes, for slow change. But now it's forced to process thousands of decisions, comparisons, and stimuli every single day. And the brain reacts in the only way it knows how. It shuts down clarity. When there's too much information, direction disappears. That's why you can have more options than ever and still feel lost. You can choose any career, any lifestyle, any version of yourself, but without inner clarity, choices become overwhelming instead of empowering. So you choose what's familiar, what's expected, what feels safe, even if it slowly drains you. Another reason modern life makes you feel lost is constant comparison. You're no longer comparing yourself to a few people around you. You're comparing yourself to millions. Everyone online seems ahead, happier, more successful, more confident. And even when you know it's curated, your nervous system doesn't care. Comparison creates confusion. You start questioning your pace, your progress, your worth. You stop trusting your own path. And when you don't trust yourself, feeling lost is inevitable. There's also something deeper happening. Modern life rewards speed, not meaning. You're praised for being busy, for multitasking, for always being available. But meaning requires slowness. Meaning comes from reflection, from depth, from presence. And when life moves too fast, meaning can't keep up. So everything starts to feel shallow. You achieve things, but the satisfaction fades quickly. You reach milestones, but they don't feel like milestones, because they weren't connected to who you truly are. Being lost doesn't mean you failed. It means you outgrew something. It means the old way of living no longer fits. But modern life doesn't give you space to notice that. Instead, it tells you to push through, to stay productive, to ignore discomfort. But that discomfort is important. It's a signal. Feeling lost is not a flaw. It's feedback. It's your mind telling you that something in your life needs realignment, that your inner world and your outer life are no longer matching. And no amount of external success can fix an internal disconnect. Here's the truth most people avoid. You don't find direction by copying other people's paths. You find it by slowing down enough to hear your own voice again. But that's hard, because modern life is loud, and your inner voice is quiet. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand. It waits, and the longer you ignore it, the more lost you feel. The solution isn't quitting everything overnight. It isn't disappearing from society. It starts smaller than that. It starts with honesty. Admitting that something doesn't feel right. Admitting that you don't have all the answers. Admitting that being busy isn't the same as being fulfilled. Clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less with intention. From creating space. From choosing depth over noise. From allowing yourself to question the life you're living. Feeling lost is often the beginning of awareness. It's the moment you stop living on autopilot and start paying attention. And that moment, uncomfortable as it is powerful. Because once you see the disconnect, you can't unsee it. And slowly, with patience, with reflection, with courage, direction returns. Not all at once, not perfectly, but enough to take the next step. So if modern life has made you feel lost, remember this. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're waking up. And sometimes, feeling lost is the first sign that you're finally ready to find your own way. Would you like me to turn these ideas into a summary or a list of actionable steps you can try today?